this is Old Town Art Crawl. I'm Kati Texas, and everything's fine. Totally normal day. Here we are at the Old Town Art Gallery. A bunch of artists working in here, really good stuff. Hi there, what's your name?
I'm Evan Kovasi.
And can you tell me a little bit about where we are right now?
Sure. We're in the Old Town Art Gallery. We're in Old Town Eureka. This is the oldest cooperative gallery in Humboldt County.
Nice. Can you tell me a little bit about your work? I see these beautiful, mind-bending photographs here.
Sure. So I've been doing photography for probably the last 20 years. Something like this is an amalgamation of the different techniques that I've sort of developed over time. It's a 360-degree panorama, so it's many separate photographs, each one overlapping, taken all the way around the circle, and then digitally aligned and blended to create a single seamless panorama.
Oh, that's neat. And you're doing the stitching, the photo stitching by hand, or not by hand, but yourself.
Yeah, certainly. So it's by hand, but it is done with digital programs. So I use Photoshop as part of the process and a number of other programs that will help me with my post-processing workflow. But a lot of it is sort of finding which part of the images aligns with the next one and sort of dragging it around. Some of that is automated, but a lot of it is manual.
And there's such luminance in here. Is there actually a light behind it?
So they almost look backlit. These are prints on aluminum, so they're actually on metal. And just the type of dyes that they use to print on them, they're just very, very vibrant. So with good lighting, we have LED lighting above the print, and that just makes them almost pop off the page.
Does the process of making this art serve a purpose for you? Does it mean something to you?
I think so, yeah. I've always, I grew up on a dirt road, far out in the woods, and I really enjoy being out in nature. So the process of creating this imagery is very therapeutic. I get to go on hikes, I get to be in the woods, I get to kind of be sitting in the same place for a long period of time, watching the changing conditions. And it's very different than, being back at home in the office or, working in a city. It's just a much more relaxing experience. So I definitely find a lot of value in that.
And is all this your work?
Yeah, it's all my acrylic paintings, and I also do a lot of marker illustrations, so markers printed onto greeting cards or what those are. And yeah, I'm really inspired by the redwoods and the beaches, so that's what you see in a lot of my art.
Well, it's beautiful. I love the pointillism aspect to it.
I love doing that. It's really calming for me. I put a lot of my emotions into art, so I really like doing dots like pointillism and stippling and little details like that.
I'll tell you, you're not the first artist I've heard describe pointillism as therapy. I think a lot of folks, when you're making a million little dots, that it's so meditative.
It is. You just focus on that and pretty much nothing else matters. So it really helps me calm down with anxiety. And I always use art to escape. It's definitely my connection to the world.
Hey, if you like Old Town Art Crawl or any of the other great local content on your PBS station, Keep TV, please donate to Keep TV or like and subscribe. Yeah, it's a YouTube thing. Hi there, what's your name?
Stephanie Goodman.
Well, Stephanie, you have such beautiful work. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
It is all handmade. It's indigenous made. I'm a Hoopa tribal member. I just really enjoy beading and trying to show my kids, my little girl and my son, indigenous ways.
Are these traditional designs, or are you more sort of like riffing on modern themes?
Are not well, some of it's traditional designs. A lot of it's pine nuts, cedar berries, bear grass that I'm braiding, and I harvest and collect. You harvest and collect your pine nuts. So a lot of it's coming from the earth that I'm making into jewelry.
Do you have a favorite piece that's out right now?
Probably those earrings with the clamshells on the bottom.
Can you tell us a little bit about those?
They sound really nice. They sing in your ears. They're a little bit heavy, so that they hang really nicely.
We're here at Buttons in Old Town, which is a place where you can get alterations, but it's also kind of like a studio collective. A couple studios in the back there, some workspaces, lots of creative stuff going on. Let's go see what's happening. Hi, we're here with Ami Campbell, way in the back of Buttons, who's having an open studio right now. Hi, Ami.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, good. Thanks so much for inviting us in, and everybody else for that matter.
Oh yes, definitely.
Can you tell us a little bit about open studios, actually?
So Open Studios happens every single year. Artists invite people over into their private spaces where they make their most private things. And not private, of course.
Private space, like your studio is kind of the inside of your brain, really.
Of course. It's very personal having a studio. It's kind of an honor to be included in the North Coast Open Studios this year. It's my first time joining, and yeah.
Tell me about the piece that you're working on now.
So I'm currently working on a piece. It is a portrait of my partner. It is getting submitted to the Pride show that's happening this month over at Synapsis. I have been working on this piece for about a year now, and I'm finishing up the final touches. It is squash on canvas, and I put together my own frames from old thrifted pieces, repaint them, fix them up. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on for the next couple days.
Neat, cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there's still plenty happening out here at Arts Alive, and every first Saturday in Eureka, you should come check it out yourself. I'm Kati Texas. You've been watching Old Town Art Crawl. A couple studios in the back. There's big work tables. Lots of creative stuff going on.